Hello and welcome to our discussion of Hecarim, the Shadow of War.
Yay! Happy Spectral Centaur Man!
Don't start again.
Sorry.
The next champion for League of Legends coming in patch. Some number I can't remember because those patch numbers, they're just that long.
Yeah. But he's smiling! So he's
That's true.
happy to be in the league.
He is. He's the happiest. No. He's the second happiest champion in all of League of Legends because everyone knows Teemo's the happiest. Until he dies. He's not very happy.
No.
So, yeah. Let's start talking about his abilities.
His abilities first.
Yeah, that's kind of an easy way to start. Warpath, his innate ability. He ignores unit collision and gains attack damage equal to 10 to 25% of his bonus movement speed.
Yeah. That's. I see Fizz passive in this. He has no unit collision.
Yeah, actually, this is just better.
Yeah.
Though I'm wondering about one thing. It's his bonus movement speed he gains from.
Yeah.
Does that mean if he gets slowed, that he loses some of his bonus, or is it just a passive bonus?
That's actually quite a good question.
Because it can be a very, very strong passive if it scales from your bonus movement speed at all times.
Yeah, because you can also just stack Phantom Dancers now, and
Yeah, that's the point.
he will just spin out of control.
Perhaps.
Just, swiftness boots and just Shadow Phantom Dancer all the way.
He's gonna be in there in like half a second, and then he's just gonna go in, cleave, people die, and oh, that's it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I don't know what to say about this. I'm really wondering if it's going to be negated by abilities like Exhaust, because then it's gonna be pretty shitty.
Yeah, then everybody's just saying, "Oh, it's the happy spectral centaur man. Let's all get exhausted, and then he can't do anything."
Yeah, or just play something that got slow. I mean, Lulu's Glitterlands is 80% slow,
Yeah,
and if Nuno challenges ultimate, it's 50% slow.
and
And
Fizz's ultimate is 60% slow, and
yeah, and so on.
we can just keep on going.
So that would wreck him badly, I think.
Yeah,
So
it's just when he tries to gank as a jungler, which he is said to be, you can just slow him, and then he can't do anything to you. Then it's just practically just 1v1.
yeah, he's actually put us fighter jungler melee.
Yeah.
I was honestly thinking about him being a carry too, but it doesn't seem like that.
No.
It's just his abilities kind of support it. He has got Rampage as his Q.
That's,
Um,
um,
he cleaves enemies in front of him in a cone, and he deals 50% damage to minion masters. If Hecarim damages at least one enemy unit with this ability, he gains a stack of Rampage, reducing the base cooldown of his skill by 1 second for a short duration. This effect can stay up to 2 times.
so if he hits two targets, he gets 2 seconds off his rampage cooldown.
It's only 1 second off the cooldown.
But it can stack up to 2 times.
So it's going to get a cooldown of 2 seconds. That's actually a very, very good jungling skill.
That's half the cooldown.
That means it has a 2 second cooldown on dealing 25 damage to minions. That's actually not very bad. I mean, that will make getting blue buff early in the game pretty easy.
But it deals 50% damage to minions and monsters. That means
It does, but it's same. It's still the same as Garen, except he doesn't lose his auto attack.
yeah, that's true. It doesn't lose auto attack. That's the
I can imagine you won't start out with it as jungling. That's mostly because of his Spirit of Dread. But other than that, I think it's going to be a very nice jungling skill or
perhaps
farming skill.
Yeah.
And team fights, if it's a big cleave, it's
good.
it's very good.
Yeah, and you can almost just spam it.
Yeah, I mean it's one of the shortest cooldowns I've seen on abilities.
Yeah.
Ryze can get shorter cooldowns, and Cassiopeia can get shorter cooldowns, but other than that, no.
No.
So, his Spirit of Dread, as I mentioned earlier, Hecarim surrounds himself with the Spirit of Dread for 4 seconds, dealing magic damage per second to all enemies within its reach. Additionally, Hecarim is healed for a percentage of the damage enemies within the area take from any source. Healing from damage dealt to minion is capped per minion.
So basically, he's going to be invincible in team fights.
Yes, I'm thinking about the same thing. It's 30% damage to heal ratio. That means he gets 30% AoE lifesteal for 4 seconds.
Yeah.
That's a lot, especially considering he got Rampage.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's pretty insane. And that's
even though it's capped at 180 healing.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
And the fact it deals magic damage too, that's a very nice way for him to kind of get to the fight. Still, it's going to deal 80 magic damage.
Yeah, and
in
it's
level
not
1,
scaling
so
very well with 8.
No, it's not. But I'm thinking about that being a jungling skill. It's not really that good for jungling skill. 8 damage per second. 80 damage over 4 seconds.
No, but it's still good to get your health back.
It is.
You will probably take that at level 2, I think.
Yeah, after taking blue buff. Also because it has such a high mana cost.
Yeah, and then you just pop it when you start the camp, and then you just get your health a little bit back.
Guys, if you could hear some noise in the background, that was my Steam.
Damn you.
I have a friend whose boyfriend went kinda insane or something, so I was just trying to comfort her earlier. So
good lad.
Just so you know, trying to be a good guy.
He tries. He can't do anything better.
No. I'm really a douchebag, just so you know.
Yeah. I've been forced to do this. Please come and help me.
Shut up! Devastating Charge. Hecarim gains increased movement speed for 4 seconds. His next attack knocks the target back, dealing physical damage based on how far Hecarim traveled during Devastating Charge duration. That's actually quite a heavy damaging skill.
You have to think, how far can he get in 4 seconds?
Yeah, I can actually see his movement speed gain in these datas, but I guess it's maybe a 15% increase.
Yeah, and you have to think, if you're going to... This will probably be the one skill used to get in lane when you try to gank. You have to stand so far away from lane to actually get bonus damage.
Well, 4 seconds isn't that long.
No, but still, if you just stand right in the brush next to, you will not get anything out of this.
No, but still, if you have got a champion overextending and getting close to a tower,
then it's good. But
then the devastating charge will be fully charged, and you will knock the target towards the tower, and that will be able to wreck people.
Yeah, but still, you have to travel quite a long way before you actually get anything out of this. And that gives the champion a lot of time to think about what to do before you actually engage.
That is true. But if you get the travel time, it's a very high damaging skill. It's 360 damage plus 1 per attack damage.
Definitely, if you get the traveling time, it's insane.
And I mean,
but if you don't, it's just meh.
What I'm wondering is if it's able to be comboed with his ultimate, the Onslaught of War. Or the Onslaught of Shadow, sorry. Where he summons some spectral riders and charge forward, dealing magic damage to anyone they strike. Also, he releases a shockwave when it ends.
He basically have 2 charges.
And fierce. What I'm thinking about is, if he activates Devastating Charge and uses Onslaught of Shadows, then that could actually be a very high damage combo.
It could, definitely.
And I think it's actually nice to see another teamfight related ultimate.
Yeah. But I'm still thinking he had to be so far away from the team all the time to actually get bonus damage when he finally enters the fray, and then he's just going to get so low damage when he finally is fighting inside the team fight.
Yeah, but maybe that he is more of a tanky character. He's going to be played more as a tank character, even though he gets a lot of damage scaling from his abilities. But being a tank with his Spirit of Dread, I can imagine him staying alive in team fights for days, almost,
Probably.
or 4 seconds. But
yeah, 4 seconds. That is days in League of Legends.
Sometimes 4 seconds can feel like a day in a team fight.
Definitely.
Except for the 2 seconds on the Morgana ultimate.
Yeah.
That's a split second.
Yeah.
But other than that, I can't really say much about his abilities.
No, nothing really exceptional, except for actually having movement speed on the champion now actually matters. Just going fast from lane to lane.
It matters in game playing too. I really love just having a high crit, high movement speed build with gang playing focused on parley. I know it's not very efficient. Oh, not super efficient. But holy shit, it's fun just running in and then firing one parley and cutting off 50% of a champion's health and then just running away.
Yeah, that's probably true. But
it is fun.
I was more thinking about something like Shaco, where you almost have to build your movement boots if you're going to be roaming Shaco, which is definitely the best thing to go.
Yeah. Even though the problem with mobility boots Shaco is, if you're going to roam a lot, you're going to fall behind, but I guess the XP change is going to make up for that.
Yeah, that's actually going to help roaming junglers very, very much. And I really like that, because there's nothing more fun than just going into your lane and just own people.
I'm wondering what that change will mean for Hecarim, because he sounds like a champion who's going to go in, take a beating, but still survive.
Yeah.
And deal some damage.
Yeah.
He kind of sounds like... It kind of reminds me of a tanky Renekton, actually.
A tanky Renekton?
Well, a tanking focused Renekton.
That's better.
Because he can't take a lot of punishment, it seems, and he kind of likes to stay in the fight. He likes to get into the fight and he likes to stay in the fight because of his Rampage.
Yeah.
I don't think his Rampage is what's going to let him stay in the fight and still deal damage.
Yeah. It's basically like a Tryndamere ult, not as powerful and not for as long time, but of course it's not an ultimate.
No, it's only on 14 seconds cooldown. Maybe you should actually put some cooldown reduction on him. Yeah. I mean, you can get, I think it's Kindle Stone, isn't it?
Kindle Gem.
Kindle Gem, and it can be upgraded to something that also gives cooldown reduction. I can't remember the item.
Shurelius Reverie.
Is it Shurelius?
Yeah, I think it's
actually, imagine Shurelius on him.
Holy shit.
That's actually... Maybe they actually intended for him to build Shurelius.
Yeah, that's actually quite good.
So, let's talk about items on him. Let's say he goes jungle.
Yeah.
I can actually imagine him building Shurelius. I can also imagine him building out boots and health potions.
Boots, health potions, or perhaps the regrowth pendant and a health potion, so he can get. Of course, with his base damage, you're probably right, because he only has 53 base damage. He really needs something more to go into the jungle. So probably boots and health potions, and then a regrowth pendant.
Yeah, and the way his attack damage or his ability scales with his bonus attack damage, which he gains from his movement speed, he's going to get pretty powerful, I think.
Yeah.
And actually having a tanky character being able to build Shurelius and gain something from that, I really like that change.
Yeah.
That's something else.
Yeah, I think Phantom Dancer is definitely another item that should be built on him.
I think that depends on how you're going to build him. I think if you're going tanky, then Shurelius, some tanky items that gives movement speed.
Yeah.
Force of Nature is another item I can imagine being good. It gives 8% movement speed.
Yeah. Yeah.
And actually maybe Trinity Force too, because when his
he has so short. He has cooldown on Rampage.
His Rampage is 2 seconds cooldown, and that will match the cooldown Trinity Force.
Yeah, and you get a little bit of AP, which actually gives his Spirit of Dread more lifesteal.
More lifesteal, even though that doesn't really matter that much.
No.
And his bonus damage and bonus movement speed, and slow on enemy is making him be very good to chase down champions.
Yeah.
My only problem with him, well, he got the Spirit Threat, so he got lifesteal on him. So his build, I think he's going to be using some of the items you don't really see many champions use.
No, that's probably why they made him like he is, because there's a lot of items who just don't get used.
Yeah. So I can imagine Shurelius going on him. I can imagine Force of Nature going on him, and Phantom Dancer.
And Trinity Force.
And Trinity Force. Other items I can't really seem to put on him.
No.
Of course, Boost of Swiftness, that's a staple.
Boost of Swiftness, of course. Actually, somebody who actually can use them.
Yeah. It's kind of sad to see so few champions using it.
Yeah, but I don't see why they should. People put them on AD carries, for example, but won't they rather have the 25% increased attack speed?
I think so. Though the attack speed, it really much depends on the champion. Some champions scale very well with attack speed, and others just
but
do a burst and then run.
It's the AD carries I'm talking about now.
I know, but still, some AD carries, they tend to go in, attack and run.
Yeah.
And others are more the passive high damage dealers.
Yeah.
Where attack speed is nice. I mean, Sensao likes to get up and close for a lot of attack speed.
Yeah.
But someone like Ezreal, he can gain a lot of just going in, dealing some damage, going in, dealing some damage, going in, dealing some damage, stacking up his attack speed and then going for the kill.
Yeah.
And they already got it. Then he got the attack speed, and the tire's already on low health, so you can just finish him off.
Yeah. Actually, going to what boots are actually recommended on Ezreal? It's cooldown boots on Ezreal, of course.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. That's why. Yeah. And that's probably what he actually should get.
Yeah, I'd say that.
Yeah. But I think recommended items on Ashe and on Vayne, for example, Swiftness boot is recommended, and I really don't see why you should. Vayne got Night Hunter, which gives her that ability if she runs after somebody. And
yes, and then it doesn't really matter.
No, and Ashe can just slow the hell down on enemies who's trying to flee from her, so she doesn't need it either.
Yeah, and she can also just turn around, shoot one shot, and then people will fall so far behind.
Yeah.
Or spend her ultimate and stun them, and just run away. That's not the best way to choose, but sometimes it's just easier to waste an ultimate than dying.
Yeah.
Especially as an AD carry.
Yeah.
Rampage plus, dying with that, then you're really feeding the enemy team some good gold. Else, I can't really see him playing any other lane than top lane or jungle.
Top lane, yeah.
And honestly, I'm seeing him having a hard time doing the top lane. I know his Spirit of Dread, that's a lot of healing, but still, it's got a high mana cost, and if he's going to spam Rampage, then his mana is going to suffer a lot.
Yeah.
And he hasn't really got that much. He starts off with 210.
Yeah, that's absolutely...
That's kind of like 80 Sign in top lane.
Yeah.
So if he's going to spam skills to stay in lane, then he's going to have a very hard time.
I think that's why you probably will go early Sheen on him, because it actually gives you a lot of HP.
It gives mana, and it really buffs your Rampage cleave thingy.
Yeah. So I think if you are taking lane, you'll probably go Sheen first.
Yeah. You'd go Boots and then Sheen, maybe.
Yeah, Boots Sheen.
And I'm just thinking about Boots to speed, not upgrading them.
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
I don't really know what else to say about it. Say about him.
Yeah.
How could I fuck that up?
Now we have to bleep that out too. Damn it.
And that too.
Damn it.
And that too.
Stop it!
Oh god. Yeah. So, anything else you want to add about Hecarim, the Shadow of War?
He looks so cute.
Actually, what about his skins? Are they nice?
Can we see them?
I think we can. Yeah. There's the Blood Knight Hecarim and there's the Reaper Hecarim. The Reaper Hecarim actually looks very cool.
Wait a second, my computer is very, very slow. There we go. What?
The Blood Knight just looks kind of meh.
It looks ridiculous.
It just looks boring. Also, I like the guy who's just stepping down.
That looks so stupid.
I'm gonna kill you with my spear.
No. Oh, the other one's nice.
Yeah, the Reaper Hecarim. That's actually kind of cool.
That's pretty nice, yeah. I hope that's the one who's going in the bundle.
I hope to. The cheap bundle.
The other one's just stupid. I have to go back to Laval.
Oh god. Now I have to.
Oh, stupid. Oh my god. He has no face. He's not happy anymore. He's actually quite gay. He wears red gloves now.
Yeah. There's some trivia here. Hecarim is being designed by Feral Pony.
Feral Pony.
Yeah.
What?
I know.
Hecarim is anagram for Chimera.
Yeah.
He's a
Hecarim is possibly inspired by the 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse. Yeah. Isn't that pretty obvious?
Alright. Yeah, true. Yeah, definitely. Oh.
And there's a My Little Pony reference. Okay. It's settled. He is the happy spectral centaur man.
Yeah.
That skin. Oh my god, what have they done?
It's so stupid.
He doesn't look intimidating.
No.
He's stabbing down someone and it doesn't look intimidating.
It actually looks like the costume you can get from a costume factory, where you put on pants and you look like a horse.
It does. It actually does.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's ugly. You have to put this picture in the movie. People just going to laugh. Then you're just going to turn our sound off and then just laugh at him.
Yes.
Yeah. That's actually a bad thing. Don't do it.
I'm gonna put the Reaper Hecarim as the loading screen picture, I think, and then we put in the Blood Knight Hecarim for the rest of the movie.
Yeah. It's just so stupid.
But then when people look at this for 20 minutes, they will realize what we're talking about.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh well, except for that. Anything else you want to add about him?
No. No. There's nothing more to say.
There's nothing more to say about the happy centaur man called Hecarim, the Shadow of War.
Yeah. Not really.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay, too much.
Yeah,
I'm going to go back to the champion page.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I think that was all about him.
That's all.
We're gonna make a video when he comes out to see how he plays out.
Yeah.
And hopefully he won't be as unbalanced as some other champions.
Sure.
I still think so.
No, I didn't say anyone.
No, you didn't.
No.
And if you could make it out, then don't say anything about it, because
No, nothing.
You're probably going to say she's balanced or some shit.
She's not. Go away. And we're not talking about anybody here.
No, we're not talking about anyone.
No champions.
No champions. But if you say
No.
then try playing a game with a good jungler, then you'll see. And we're still not talking about anyone.
No, nothing. We better stop this video now. We're talking about random shit.
We're not talking about anything. So yeah. Yeah.
We'll see you later, happy spectral centaur man.
We'll see you some other day when you get released into the League of Legends. And then hopefully we'll gank you so many times.
I'm going to enjoy that.
Yeah.
Just
okay.
Look behind you.
Yeah. Guys, have fun playing League of Legends.
Yep.
And we'll see you next time when you upload another video.
Yep.
So,
Bye.
bye. I need to find out where I turn this thing off.